What's up, YouTube fans? Today we're going to take a look at the Transformers Earthrise Hoist. And here is the packaging. You get a nice, again, artwork of Hoist here. You have that Earthrise image there. And then on the back you got some product shots. 20 steps. Pretty nice. That's really it for the box. You also get very nice instructions. Again, very clearly marked. All of the features are explained very clearly. I love when they do instructions like this. That's really it for the packaging. Let's get the figure out here and take a look how good it really is. And here we have Hoist out of his packaging. And let's take a quick look at him. I'll put the G1 cartoon up here so you can take a look. And pretty good. I mean, they've really nailed the aesthetic. Now, they've got this thing on the back of the arms that I always thought that was ugly, but that is the character design. That's how he looks. So there's no avoiding that. But if you take a quick 360, he really does look good. He's got some, battle damage paint kind of on his arms, on here. And I don't know why they did that just for this character. Kind of a strange choice because the other Earthrise figures don't seem to have that. This was more of a siege feature to have that battle damage. But if you go around to the back, you've got the iconic wings and the little, whatever this is. I don't even remember what they call this, but scanner maybe. And the backpack is very nice and compact. It doesn't take up a lot of room or anything. And it looks good. It looks accurate. The only thing back here, maybe the legs are a little bit hollow. But what do you expect for a $20 figure? I think it's a really good bargain. Let's take a look at the head sculpt there. I mean, you got a really beautiful head sculpt there. I love the metallic paint they use for the eyes, and the face mask are just perfect for this character. It looks exactly like I'd want it to look. Nice Autobot logo right in the middle of the chest there. So all in all, pretty good. Let's take a look at his articulation. His head is on a ball joint, but as you move it, you end up moving this panel here. It doesn't really lock in, but you can get him up and down to there. You can rotate it all the way around. His arms rotate all the way around. It's a little bit hindered if it gets past this wing here. But you can also rotate here at the bicep, and you got a single jointed elbow, but it gets you all the way up to there. Rotation at the wrist, no finger movement there. You have a rotation at the waist. No ankle tilt, although again you can sort of fake it, not really. So no waist ab crunch. You do get the legs all the way up to there, all the way back to there, all the way up to there, all on friction joints. You get a double jointed knee, so you get the knee all the way up to there. Mostly that's for transformation, but it does allow you to get this extra posing, which is nice. So you can bend it here and here. So you can get some poses with that. And then you have an ankle tilt up to there, no ankle rocker, but I love that they're building ankle tilts into all of their robots. That's really sets this apart from their previous figures, right? The previous versions, or the previous even set of Siege figures, having these ankle tilts is really making these guys really good. It does come with one accessory. It's his little gun here, and you can peg that in. Now it's a little bit hollow in the back, but you're not going to see that once you put it in his hand. It looks really good. Very, very G1 accurate. I love the way that looks. You can also take this and you can do all sorts of other stuff with it, just like all the other figures in this line. You can peg it into his arm like that, or you can have it on his back and just store it away back here. So you can really do a lot of stuff with it. Obviously I would always put it in his hand, but that's where mine goes. Here he is with the Earthrise Earthrise cliff jumper, and that looks really good. I think it's a good scale. This guy looks good next to cliff jumper. And there he is with the Earthrise Wheeljack. Again, I like the scale, the size on these. I think they've been doing a phenomenal job kind of getting the right scale for these robots. But there he is with those comparisons. All right, now let's get this guy transformed into his vehicle mode. It is a fun transformation like all the others, but I don't like it as much just because, we'll see. I'll show you. Fold these wings down, open this up here, and get that kind of flat against his back. Push the head in, and that should snap in on the bottom. Open up this chest piece here and just flip that all the way up and leave that like that for now. Take these legs, fold them back. Actually, take the whole waist, fold that in, Then take these legs, fold it back, and it should sit right on top. There's a little peg there. Same on this side. Peg that in and leave those there for now. Take the arms, flip those forward, flip the arms upwards, and then rotate this entire panel down until it sits flat. And it should peg in on the side here. It tends to come out, so I like to do both first. So rotate this up, rotate the arm, and then rotate that down. Same on the other side. And then get these pegged in right here on the back. You'll see there's 2 pegs. Looks like this one already made its way in. Those aren't the most secure pegs, but we're going to do a little bit more later, so that'll make it more secure. And get these arms and rotate them outwards, but I don't like the look of this, so I end up putting the hand rotated as well. Same on this side, rotate the arm out, and then rotate the hand so that you get the flat part on the outside. I'll explain why I'm doing that a little bit later. Fold these hands downwards, and then fold this down, and then these hands will sit right in those grooves there. It's kind of hard to see, but they do peg in inside the body there. Okay, just like that. And the reason I rotate the hands is so now you got at least that smooth surface, so you're not seeing an ugly, end of a hand out there. So it helps a little bit, but you do still see a little bit. All right, then take this top part, and this is going to sit flat, so push that in. And then you're going to peg it into the top here, and you can see there's 1, 2, 3, 4 pegs to hold that in. So you just got to hit them all at the same time. It does end up unpegging the other part that you already did, so you kind of got to get it all lined up. And this is why I don't really enjoy this transformation, because these don't line up all that well. All right, here we go. I think we got them all. 1, 2, 3, 4 pegs when you're all done. Fold these outwards like this. Lift up this panel here and push that down into the cavity there. Fold this down into the hole. Close these wings back up this way. And there you have him in his vehicle mode. And very nice looking vehicle mode. Kind of reminds me of like a Ford Bronco back in the day. I don't know what truck this is, but here's the side. I don't know why they couldn't have just painted that peg, that silver. It would have been a very, very simple thing, and it would have improved the look. But there's the side. It's got that nice construction vehicle line there. You got some detail on the back here. You've got those lights, and you can see the back doesn't really peg in all that well. It just, things kind of get out of place and stuff. So not my favorite, especially back here. The front's okay, but you do get this towing piece here, and you get the taillights there. You got nice translucent blue headlights. You've got the battle damage here on the front of the hood, and then of course the Autobot symbol. So all in all, pretty good looking. From the side, you do see the hands and the bottom of the legs. It's not too bad, just because it's green. It's okay, but it does sort of get down low to the ground, so it does look a little funny, but not too bad overall. You do have the translucent blue windshield, but then on the side you've got the black, because that's where the arms fold down. Not really a huge fan of the way those windows look, but at least it's all black. That did kind of help. You do have little tiny rear view mirrors there. But all in all, pretty good looking vehicle mode. This wheels don't tend to sit flat. It looks like you've got 3 touching the ground. This one isn't quite touching the ground, and I don't know, that might just be misaligned. But my main issue in this mode is this rear part here. But all in all, pretty good for a $20 toy. Very reminiscent of the G1 toy and G1 cartoon. So I think they did a great job. Just not my personal favorite out of this line. All right, now let's get him transformed back into his robot mode. So not too bad. So open up these panels here. Flip out the scanner there, or whatever it's called. Push this upwards and flip it in. And that just sits back down, and then fold these down for now. Then we're going to take this top part and unpeg it from here, and you can just sort of leave it up like this for now. You're going to take the arms and unpeg those from the insides. Hopefully it wasn't off camera too much. Lift this upwards and leave that like that. Flip the arms, or the arm panels, I guess, all the way out. Like that. And now you can pull this away and make sure it's perpendicular. Flip the legs downwards and leave those like that. You're going to take this chest piece and push that back in, and it's just going to peg in down there. And we're in the home stretch here, so flip the arms back down and rotate them so you have the battle damage in the front. Now I rotated the hands for the transformation, so you have to undo that. But normally you wouldn't need to. If you follow the instructions, you don't need to do that, but I like to have the hands rotated. Alright, so you should have the battle damage pieces there. And lastly, flip the head out of the cavity. If the head's not straight, it tends to get stuck, so make sure the head's straight. And then it doesn't really click in. And then take this backpack, push that straight, and it does peg in on the back here. So you just feel that peg in nice and secure. And then last little detail, flip up the wings. Get them all situated. And there you have Hoist back in his robot mode. So final thoughts on this guy. I think they did a phenomenal job with the look and feel and the paint and the G1 accuracy. What I don't really like is the back of the legs, especially in the transformation. I don't care about the gap too much. I mean, this is a $20 toy. You're going to have a little bit of that. But what I don't like is the back of the truck doesn't peg together that well. It looks really good. It plays the part. I mean, the head sculpt is really good. The truck looks good. It's just the transformation is a little bit irritating because some things don't peg in that securely. But all in all, very good toy. Definitely worth $20. If you are collecting the Earthrise line, then this has got to be in your collection because it's, you know, a definitive version of Hoist. I don't know if there has been a better version. Honestly, I've never had a Hoist. I don't even have a Masterpiece Hoist, so I'm waiting for the Fans Toys version to come along. But as far as I'm concerned, this is the best one I've seen in terms of a modern day Hoist. So there you go. Thanks for watching, guys. I have one more Earthrise figure to review for now until we get the next wave, and that's going to be the Wheeljack. But that's really it for today. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.